Hello and welcome to a new episode of Jaw Jacking with James. I want to make a short content video because I previously made a longer video. I'm trying to work on getting them longer than half an hour, and trying to see if I can make an hour long. But right now, let me just put out a short one of something I've noticed. That I'm going to combine, I've had two issues, but I want to try to combine them into one thing, and it all makes sense. I've noticed a lot of people are just kind of like driving aimlessly for no reason, and it's really weird. And another aspect is, like, when I go someplace, there seem to be people just, I don't know, like, lost as they're walking somewhere. And it goes into my overarching, like, personal conspiracy theory that and I have this for a lot of things. It overlaps into, like, my driving stories or any of my theories of just people in public in general. My conspiracy theory is that you know how in video game, if you're a gamer in video games, there are always characters and things in game that are NPCs, non-playable characters that are in the game. Whether you're playing, like a good example is Grand Theft Auto. It has a lot of non-playing characters in the game that, have, simple things they do. Like, some of them walk and say things, or, you have the ones that are the store vendors, or you have ones that have, like, they do simple actions. They're programmed by the game, and they do simple things and simple tasks within the game. And, that's what they're programmed to do. My conspiracy theory is I think some people are inserted on this planet, they have their own little mini backstory and everything, but they're just kind of here. And as you're running across them, they are, teleported to where you are near, just to inconvenience you. Just yesterday, example, I had to, go to the post office and drop off some mail to mail it out, okay? And how the post office's parking lot is set up is you enter one way, and all the parking is slanted that way to the entrance, and there's a road that goes to the back for the mail trucks, and then there's another entrance that's the exit, and it goes out into the road, and you can either turn left or turn right at it. As I'm leaving, someone turns in the wrong way and is blocking the road, and then there's another person getting out, and that car that entered the wrong way is blocking the way, and of course the person in the car has a clueless look on them, and I tell them, of course I say, "You're going the wrong way," as I drive off, and right as they force their way in and parked, the opposite way of how they're supposed to be parking, because they went in the wrong way. As I'm leaving and I get to the exit because they finally moved, there's another car coming down the road with a guy in it who has a clueless look on his face, confused and clueless look, just like, oh, where am I? What am I doing? Kind of look, and he's just driving down the road, and where the post office is, it's in a side road behind a plaza next to another plaza. So, like, the back road is just the back road so you can go down, either go into the, back parking lots or, get into the plaza and get out of the plaza. And then it's a side street that leads to the main road intersection sort of thing. And this guy's going down it, and he's going like 15 miles an hour. And, his windows are down. He has his head out, and he's looking for something. I don't know what. And he basically holds me up for like 30 seconds of him just driving, and I can't go because he's going just fast enough to I can't go in front of him, but slow enough to where I can't get in front of him as I'm turning out from the post office. And the whole time he has that clueless look, and then he just turns into the next plaza that I was going to go into. I'm like, great, I have to keep following you. And out of nowhere, he just bursts with speed and does a sharp turn around into the plaza that I'm going into, and then speeds off. Mind you, the clueless look on his face has not left him. Another example, I went into, after, getting away from, the hustle and bustle of, traffic, I also had to go to Walmart, and, I went in there, and, I have a clear plan what I do. I was like, I'm going to buy some food and other things I need. And I must have gotten stuck behind like half a dozen or more people that for some reason were just there to be there. And it goes into my overarching personal conspiracy theory. Like, these people were inserted into my general area by some malevolent, overlorded force, whether it be God, whether it be, the giant spaghetti monster, Cthulhu, whatever, overarching cosmic power that felt like, what, let's see how he deals with this. And it bugs me that it happens, and I don't like that it happens, that I have to constantly deal with like stupid people just kind of existing where I am and holding me up for no other reason than they're indecisive and clueless and always look confused for some reason. I'm like, then why did you leave the house? Why are you out? Why are you here? And why do I have to know about you? It just bugs me. Like, why does it have to be like this? Why can't some people just not do that? Or, why do you have to exist at this exact moment as I do? And bug me about it with your existence. I don't know. It's just a lot of people I run across, not everyone, but a majority of people just are kind of in the I exist aspect of their existence, where, yeah, sure, you're a live human, but there's not a lot going on with you mentally, and you're kind of just there, holding things up, getting in the way, asking dumb questions, doing dumb things, and then getting mad that you get called out when you do the dumb things. That sort of thing. A lot of people are like that. I'm sure, you can think and be like, wow, you exist. Why? Who did this? Why are you like this? Who made you like this? These are the questions I often ask myself when I get stuck behind someone when I'm driving, or in a store, and there's just some guy who has to block an entire aisle so he could look for the thing that he's not even on the right aisle for, or a woman who has to block a doorway because she has to stop every 5 seconds and look around at things, or that one person that has to hold up the whole line because they want to use an expired coupon, or the payment method they came with doesn't work and they don't have any other form of payment. They just kind of whisk themselves out of the house and expect everyone to accommodate them and their stupidity. I often say to myself personally when I'm driving, when people do stupid things when they're driving and they try to inconvenience me, I'm like, I will not contribute to your stupidity. I want you to learn something, and that's why I'm not going to allow you to continue being stupid. You know, when people go into the wrong lane and try to cut across your lane, and they do this stupid hand thing like, hey, can I make your life worse by me impeding it? And I say to myself, no. You're not going to do that. Stop. Rethink your life. Stop getting in the way of mine. No, thank you. That's how I come to that. I've even said it outwardly at some points in time where I've just like people just kind of, blocking avenues of escape where you're funneled, like the checkout in Walmart. You're kind of funneled to go one way and someone holds that up. It's like, hey, Commander Dumbass, can you be anywhere else but here? Like, don't you have a home to go to? Don't you have a pier you could walk off of? Don't you have a hole you could go into? It's often a problem I see and have to experience. As an adult, I know these things happen and we have patience and, life lessons, but sometimes you just have to tell people, hey, you're a goddamn moron. Could you rethink your whole life? And if you can't do that, could you at least stay home in a padded room and, wait for, to get your juice and cookies and have a helmet on? This is not me saying, everyone is like stupid or mentally challenged or operating under limited mental capacity. Those people have an excuse. They were born with a problem, and they deserve all our love and support and understanding. I'm talking about people that were born normal, grew up, normal, as in don't have any mental incapacitators. Like, if there's nothing wrong with you mentally and you're just blatantly stupid and annoying, like, what are you doing? Why do you have access to a credit card? Who let you drive? Who approved you to have the authority to have money and powers to vote? Like, you're clearly incapable of it. That's just something that's always bugged me. Like, why are some people like this? And when you really sit back and think about it, you realize that a large portion of the population is like that. It's pretty scary. Some of them even get elected into office. Look no further than our, elected officials. See? Sometimes stupid does pay off. I mean, it's not a shot at anyone in particular, but you just look at any elected official and it's like, wow, really? You? They should they should do a new election just to make sure. That's just something that's always bugged me. Sometimes a simple thing goes off into a rant, but just got to get it out there. Share myself with the listener and see if the listener enjoys it. If they do, I'll go on. I'll do more like this. I enjoy doing these kinds of episodes where I just do a short rant. Well, it's going on to 15 minutes, so relatively short, but you get my drift. Why not? A large amount of NPCs are allowed to have power anyway. If you could, give me a like, maybe a subscribe, a follow, and I'll make more like this. Thank you, listener, for coming along, and I hope you have a good day. So long for now.